So hi everybody, my name is Ryan Yam, CEO and co-founder of Novacyt. So at Novacyt, we're building a complete vision care ecosystem of solutions around pediatric vision care. And all of that is based on the eye tracking technology. So pediatric ophthalmology market is growing very rapidly. It is mainly driven by two indications. The first one is myopia, short-sightedness, and the second one is lazy eye. Now, myopia is turning into a global epidemic, now fueled also by COVID-19. We estimate that by 2050, more than half of the global population will be myopic. In China, already 85% of teenagers are suffering from myopia. Now, the risk is when you have high myopia, high numbers of myopia, this is presenting a high risk for serious eye complications such as retinal detachment and all the way to blindness. And the reason for this surge, for this myopia surge, is the extended screen time and the lack of outdoor activities of the modern lifestyle. The other indication is lazy eye, which affects about 3% of the population, and this is a leading cause of pediatric vision loss. Now, a word about the technology. So as I said, everything that we do is based on eye tracking technology. Eye tracking allows us to track the position and gaze direction of the eyes about 90 times per second. This information is totally objective. We don't need to ask anything, and it is highly accurate. Our main technology, or our core technology, is around data analytics. For instance, during treatment, we're doing a real-time image processing according to the momentary gaze position of the eyes. In diagnostics, we're building our own algorithms based on the deep knowledge in ophthalmology and optometry in the company. And once we gather the data coming back from the installed base, we're building the AI and norms based on this data coming from the field. So the company is actually having two product lines. The first product line is a vision treatment, in which we have the CureSight. This is a lazy eye treatment device, which is currently on the pivotal clinical stage towards FDA clearance. And we have the ActiveGlass, which is a wearable myopia control solution, which is on the preliminary R&D phase. On the vision diagnostics line, we have the EyeSwift. This is a B2B vision diagnostics solution, which is currently on the market, being distributed by a huge company, a global leader called EssilorLuxottica. And then we have the TrackSight B2C visual health application, which is on the R&D stage. I will start with the treatment products, starting with lazy eye. So as I said, lazy eye affects about 3% of the population, and this is a leading cause of vision loss in children. So the main treatment, the gold standard treatment for lazy eye is patching. The doctor will patch the strong eye in order to force the brain to work with the weak eye. But patching suffers from a very low compliance rate. Kids hate the patch. They either don't want to even start the treatment, or they just remove the patch during the treatment. So here you can see our CureSight lazy eye treatment device, a solution for lazy eye. It is a home treatment based, again, on eye tracking technology. You can see the eye tracker. You can see the lights just below the screen that monitor the gaze position of the eyes. Now, the principle here is that the kid is wearing blue-ray glasses and watching his favorite content through the device. And this could be anything. So imagine a Netflix, YouTube, recently Zoom. Any kind of stream content could be used for the treatment. Now, what we do on the background is two things. First, we duplicate the content for the two eyes. So each eye is now seeing its own content. And on the other hand, we are blurring only the center of vision of the strong eye. So strong eye is not exposed to any fine, sharp details in its center of vision. And this is how we stimulate the brain first to work with the amblyopic eye, lazy eye, but then also to combine the information from the two eyes, build binocular vision and 3D perception. The technology is protected by patents, both in US, China, and pending in other parts of the world. The technology was proven through a pivotal study during 2019 over a group of 20 kids, and currently is running a pivotal study over a group of 90 kids in 6 different medical centers. This is a randomized controlled study towards 510K clearance by the FDA. And this is actually the the first ever pivotal study of any digital treatment for amblyopia against the gold standard patching. We expect results by the end of this year and submission beginning of the next year. So the device is not a standalone device. It is connected through the cloud to the physician, so physician can monitor the progression and compliance of the patients through the clouds all the time. In terms of the US business model, I will go very quickly over it. We have one device which is sold to the clinic and is used to demo the technology to the patients. Then the doctor is inputting both the medical details and the logistic details into our cloud application. A device is being shipped directly to the home of the patient. The doctor doesn't need to keep any inventory. The kid is using the device for 4 to 6 months of training, watching his favorite content while the doctor is monitoring the treatment remotely. We secured 3 dedicated CPT codes for this technology, which is based only on eye tracking amblyopia treatment. So very quickly about our myopia control active solution. So as I said, myopia is currently a global epidemic. There are quite a few solutions on the market to slow down progression of myopia, starting with drugs, atropine drops. And then we have special contact lenses, and very recently coming special glasses from all the leading lens manufacturers, but all suffering from various disadvantages. Our solution is based on a wearable device, which is integrating cameras into the frame of the glasses with the ability to track the gaze position of the eyes, eye tracking. And then there are electrical digitized lenses that allows us to create a therapeutic effect in the glasses, slowing down the progression of myopia. Now, once the eyes are moving around, the therapeutic effect, the therapeutic optical effect is moving with the eyes according to the momentary gaze position. So keeping image clear at all times, and this is something that could not be achieved with the current solutions on the market. Going quickly to our diagnostics lines, the diagnostic line of products. So we have our EyeSwift vision assessment device currently on the market, being distributed by the giant EssilorLuxottica, $70 billion company. It is running 11 different vision tests around visual acuity, strabismus misalignment of the eyes, amblyopia, lazy eye, binocular vision, and also reading analysis. Coming soon is our next generation device with many more other tests. Next on the diagnostics line is the TrackSight consumer electronics solution based on the integrated camera that you have in your tablets and PCs, allowing us to do 2 things. First, provide real-time alerts while the kid is doing whatever he likes to do on the tablet, reading, playing. We monitor the eyes and provide ScreenWorks safety alerts for duration of use, distance from the screen, and head tilt, and also monitoring the eye fatigue of the eyes through measuring the blink rate and synchronization of the eyes, and also provide the option for periodic monitoring, first for the progression of myopia, the ability, the visual acuity of the eyes at reading distance, and reading analysis, providing data for both parents and teachers. You can see here test results just as an example. How do we see, in this case in Chinese, how do we monitor the reading of a paragraph and showing results graphically? The markets are huge, multi-billion dollar markets, and we estimate sales reaching over $100 million of sales during 2026. You can see the breakout to different products and to different territories, with the 2 leading territories are US and China. We have the most, I would say, the best experts in the world dealing with pediatric ophthalmology and research from both US and Israel. And we have a very experienced management leading the company. Just to summarize, the company was established in 2016. We have 18 employees on board. We raised so far $19 million. We are backed by a specialized VC dealing only with ophthalmology and global leading corporates. We have one device which is CE and FDA registered. The other one is on its pathway towards FDA clearance. In terms of IP, we have 4 granted patents and 3 pending ones, and we have our own fully owned company, Novacyt, in China. We are now fundraising for our B round of about $15 million, between $12 to $15 million, and we'd be happy to hear from more partners joining our current strategic investors. With this, I would thank you and happy to take any questions that you might have.
We've got one quick question. I think you may have just answered this. Where is Novacyt incorporated?
So Novacyt is an Israeli company, currently becoming global. We have our own subsidiary in China, just established 2 months ago, and during the beginning of next year, we're going to establish our own subsidiary in the US to be monitoring the launch of the lazy eye treatment device in the US, which will be the leading market for it.